Hello, guys. Welcome to Growing with the Collins podcast. I'm here, Corey Collins, and
This is Erica Collins.
she is smiling like crazy today for some reason. I guess she's in an awesome mood.
Man, I smile every day.
You actually
But
do
I'm
that.
a little hoarse, so
Yeah.
my voice been out this all week, so please forgive me. Just bear with me.
Yeah, so the little nice, pretty, squeaky voice is not available today.
Yeah, I know,
It's a
right?
little more voice that's a level of authority, I guess you could say.
Hey, my uncle used to always call me a chipmunk, though. You're like, oh, shut up with your little chipmunk butt.
Oh, you talking about
Sweeney.
Yeah, Sweeney.
Yeah.
So other than that, today, man, we just had a couple tasks we had to take care of the house. Actually, we done tackled that, and now I think we're going out to get a little food or something. We don't even really know where we're going to eat. You know,
Yeah.
I kind of said ice cream before we realized we ain't even had nothing to eat today for real though. So that's kind of where we at now. So
Yeah, besides breakfast this morning. Well, we've been kind of busy. We've been out in the outside finished painting the deck that we didn't finish painting last year.
yeah, it's just so busy, baby. You know, it's just amazing how I was prepared to have a child, and to be honest with you, I kind of stepped into raising Paige as if she was not even my first kid. But believe it or not, man, it's like I never was prepared the amount of time that babies take up.
Yeah, I knew they take up a lot of time,
I did not know that.
but it's way too much.
Right.
It's more than I ever imagined.
Yeah.
I knew it was a lot, but it's like it doubled the amount of what I thought, how much time she was going to take up. But
And especially with pumping, I know we've spoken to that plenty of times in this podcast.
Doing
We're not
all
gonna
that.
we're gonna go too deep into it.
shoot, one good thing I ain't get them update. I'm
Officially done.
Yeah, officially done. I was trying to think of what I want to call it. Like I was so excited. Like I ain't pumped in about 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Go ahead, boo boo.
Boy, I'm so excited.
That's
But I
awesome.
still wake up every morning about 3.
Right.
I still wake up about 3 every morning.
That's
So I haven't broke that part yet, but I'm just so glad I'm free. I don't have no pump bag. I ain't got to worry about pumping every 3-4 hours.
So you straight with it?
Yeah, I'm straight now. I'm good. I'm good.
Well, check this out, man. We actually, this is, I guess you say, not necessarily a backup cast, but just a little spare time that we had, and we were just enjoying each other. My Paige is out. So my wife wanted to talk about different questions that I guess you're saying relationships that women may have towards men, and I guess I would come on the end for as questions that men have for us on women, you know.
Yeah.
And like I'm always on this cast, I always jump it off as a gentleman. So go ahead, babe.
One of the questions is, like with most men, they feel like they had to have themselves together before they ask a woman to marry them. When they got to think about it, the woman, whoever they may be possibly dating,
Right.
is down for them. So you don't really necessarily have to get yourself together in order to ask a woman, or even ask a woman to marry you, or think you like just realize you'll spend the rest of your life with this woman.
Correct.
But it's like, why do men feel like they got to get themselves together? Why they can't get themselves together with a woman?
Well, I would say, I've been in them shoes like that before, but I would say most importantly about a man is that if he asks a woman to be with him, is that he's inviting her into his life, his lifestyle, and offering his security unto her that he's going to take care of. Now, a lot of situations for us in life, you just never know how things may hit on a man where if he can't even take care of himself, slightly put him in a position to ask a lady to, be his wife. But on top of that, you have some men that come to the point where they realize who they have by coming on hard times and seeing that person actually care about them. You see what I'm saying? So, you have some men that, the testosterone and the level of pride of being a man and who they are, they still cannot do that. They just got to have things together. And on top of that, you got to look at how, in the Western Hemisphere, how we just so Americanized that money take care of everything. And to be honest with you, it take care of a lot, not even underestimating, not even just being so strong on, the monetary thing and all that, but it's just, it's most important is the confidence, and it's also like a level of respect towards that woman he's proceeding as his queen,
I mean, I understand that, but it's like, you date her. You probably been on dating for a while.
But that is a different thing.
And you may not have yourself together then, but she's still sticking by you and helping you out.
That is a different thing, though. The reason why I say that is because if that's the case, and if they just respect of being with each other, it won't be a big thing for her to ask him to marry her. Or
True.
it wouldn't be a big thing for me to ask you to marry. Is the fact that we just respect the fact that we're together. And, you know, everybody had this big thing about marriage, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for us, the white picket fence, the big house, and the nice wedding ring, and the kids going to great schools and this and that. But life really does not unfold like that. It's only in the movies. You know what I'm saying? It's quite entertaining. And a lot of authors project that image because it gives people something to press for, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, you just feel incomplete. You know what I'm saying? When you asking somebody to marry, you just ain't got things laid out. So, but the thing about it is, though, one thing about a woman, they got to understand patience. Just because the man hasn't asked now does not mean that the individual does not have that in his mind, or he's not pursuing her in that manner.
I understand that, and I understand the guy, a male, want to get their finances and stuff in order before they even ask a woman to marry him. But he have to understand too, just because you have your finances in order right now doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna always have your finances in order. So to me, it's like, I look at the situation like, what's the difference? Yeah, you got them in order right now, but you may not have them in order all your whole entire life, or even the duration of your marriage. Right. So it's like, you may not be able to support your whole entire marriage. So it's like, at some point in time, you still have to depend on your woman, or even to, you know, have her to assist you in whatever you need. Right. So it's like, I just don't understand why they just really have to wait until they get their finances in order. It's like the person who you're dating or whoever you with, is like they're already gonna be with you thick and thin anyway, most likely, because most women are loyal, and most women gonna support their man. You know, whether that's their husband, their boyfriend, or whatever it is, their homeboy, whatever situation may be. But it's like with women, man, it's like they're really loyal to the point to where they're going to support whoever they're with, no matter whether they're husband, boyfriend, whatever it is, they're going to support them.
Right. I understand where you're coming from, but, and I totally, you know, understand the entire, I guess you're saying your description of the situation, why it shouldn't be that way. But, you know, life, man, nobody wants their wife to be attached to them as if like they're losing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, you know, easy. And the thing about it is, too, you know, I was in a situation where my money was straight, but I knew I was going to have to take a risk. I knew I was going to have to let everything go and start over. But at the same time, I had into a total dimension level of enlightenment, you know what I'm saying, of what love was really about. And a lot of men, I guess you say, they probably haven't, I guess you're saying they have a different understanding of what love is and this and that. But overall, it's just, you know, if the woman is really loyal, like you saying is loyal, they'll trust that the fact that the man is going to marry her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do not want to be in no forced relationship. I'm gonna tell you that.
I totally understand that.
You know, and on top of that, by the woman just preceding that so much, and I understand she may have a level of value, you know, that she feels as if, like, you know, what are we doing? Yeah. But it's like, it's very not to me, it's very unattractive for a female just to keep pushing for marriage.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. But it's like, how long a woman's supposed to sit around and wait until a guy feel like he got to get himself together?
Okay, let me ask you, what is so big about marriage then?
It's nothing so big about marriage. I know when my mindset was, I ain't finna sit here and date nobody forever. And then you don't see our future. Right. So with me, it's like, I used to always think about, well, shoot, if I'm dating somebody about 2 or 3 years and we really ain't going nowhere, I may have to remove myself from the situation.
I can understand it. You don't want to waste your time.
Yeah, it's like, you don't want to waste your time. But if you want somebody to sit here and wait on you, y'all done been together for 10 years or however long, and you still ain't got yourself together, how long you want the woman to wait?
Yeah. Okay, check it out. Like, the thing about it is, though, I don't want you to think I don't agree with you. It's like, to a level I understand, and I do agree with you. But my point is, what I'm making it, I would like to make is, it's like with men, it's like we just had this thing where we have to let go and realize it's about the love and not what we're able to do or our circumstances that we currently in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, too, you do want to let that person know that you pursuing them in that light, you know, in a fashionable amount of time. But at the same time, a woman pressing a man can really push them away. For real. I mean,
I totally understand that too.
Because at the same time, you know, the man's supposed to be the leader, and you keep, you know, that could be kind of, that could be quite aggravating, especially for I guess you say a gentleman that's really like an alpha male, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, but at the same time, though, it's like, I hate to use this as a cop-out, but it's really God's timing, though, you know what I mean? And it really take that. And I'm going to be honest, marriage is like the perfect thing, but when it come down for us, the ecosystem and everything, because how everything is designed, that's how it's actually supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's from my studies, and that's not only from my studies with books, but for me just studying life itself and from the understanding that I grasp as a man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But patience has its perfect work. Perfect work, it says. I got you. Patience has its perfect work. So, I mean, what that thing is, too, is best to go in the situation with a level of understanding and throwing your value on the table before you go for that. Yeah. So that could also be a portion. That could be a portion of the residue due to doing things the wrong way or not being clear in the beginning of the relationship. You see what I'm saying? Sorry, guys, that was actually a call right there.
Yeah.
You feel me though?
Yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, I feel you on it, but I mean, I know nobody want to feel pressure or anything like that. It is God's timing. It is God's timing whenever the situation, come about with the guy proposing and stuff.
Right.
But it's like when you in that moment, boy, you ain't thinking about no God's timing. You ain't thinking about that.
But you gotta ask yourself though, like, even though you ain't signed up for it, in some cases you did sign up for it.
Yeah.
So I guess to eliminate the entire situation for us to being so pushy and can be seen on both sides in a good light, you got to really just in the beginning, it need to be some strong clarity there.
Yeah. Of
what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Before you put yourself in an even deeper hole, and it's just like, man, we got 10 kids. Like, what? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but sometimes though, I mean, it's kind of off subject, but not really. It still kind of ties in with this.
Right.
But like with some guys, like, yeah, man, I got to get my money together to do all that. So when they do date this person and this woman, and they got all this money and they got their stuff together, then they be mad because they be like, man, she ain't never a gold digger. So it's just like it's like on either way, it's not gonna work. So it's like then you get somebody that's gold digger, then they get mad because they were like, oh, she just with him for his money. And then he ain't got no money. Then sometimes the girl do leave him. So, sometimes, I mean, just being real. But it's just like, I don't know. It's like you give and take.
I mean, I understand, man.
Yeah, so shoot. You know how it is sometimes. Shoot, guy be having all that money, driving the nice cars and stuff. The girl, everybody jump on the bandwagon. So it's just like when he do got all the money, he got all the girl flopping at his knees.
But what's so crazy about it though? Is just like when you got it, you don't let people know you got it. That's the whole thing. When you put yourself out there, that's a whole nother podcast though. But when you put yourself out there like that, that's what you go attract. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're right.
I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I mean? And if you, and I'm gonna tell you this too though. The reason why I knew I could go there with you is because I knew you really loved me. You seen my ups and downs, you see my struggles and this and that. So in some cases, I guess you say I had a level of advantage. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew you in the beginning, before all the good stuff, before all this, before all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can understand how some gentlemen out there, they work so hard. And I'm gonna be honest though, that a person of that nature just being very prudent into who he's basically, bringing all his resources to the table. Like you gotta have a level of value to bring it to the table. But the biggest thing too, man, is like when you got two individuals who just love each other and have nothing and willing to work together for a common goal, that is the most powerful thing. Because money comes and goes.
It does.
But if y'all had that chemistry, y'all can lose it as many times y'all want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all can get it all back, and be straight. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think with that situation, and I kind of have a total entire conclusion now.
Yeah.
And I think it is that the reason why men are like that is because in some cases we have been Americanized that,
Man's supposed to provide.
Your man's supposed to provide, which is true, but I think in some cases it may overshadow, what marriage is really about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because when you think about it too though, with some marriages, when the man come in and want to provide everything, then he no longer can provide. It's like the woman been shopping all the whole time they been married. She been shopping and going out with the homegirls and doing all that. So when she got to start spend out the money for the bill, that's when the arguments come in. So they be going at it after that. So it just, I mean, it can really give and take on what your relationship can actually be, because it can be a negative impact on your relationship because of you wanting to come in a relationship and want to provide. You want to provide everything. You want to pay all the bills. You want to do all of that. But then when you no longer can provide anymore, the woman ain't trying to pay no bill.
Yeah.
She ain't trying to do that. She
Hey,
trying to continue to party.
We got police right. Don't turn around here. We got police right behind us, and we actually podcast.
Oh.
So I mean,
yeah,
that's crazy. But I mean, overall, I agree with you 100%. That will cause an issue. That will cause a problem right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Due to the fact of one individual, you know what I'm saying, they haven't got accustomed to living with another person, and so now they just they spending all their money. Not even necessarily spending all their money. Oh, we need to pay so let me get $300 for the. You know what I'm saying? Like that will be like a big thing.
Looking crazy. I'm looking crazy. You gotta let me know in advance to give you that $300. You gotta let me know in a month. You can't just spread it on me in the moment. I mean, 1 week before.
But the thing about it is, man, I think too, like a lot of men too as well, and I think also female. I think they love their freedom too.
Yeah, sure. With a woman, boy, you got plans. You gotta go get your hair braided, get your nail done. Women pre-plan they stuff. You talking about give them $300 on a Monday.
I'm not even talking about for us the financial things. I'm just saying for us the level of time. Like,
yeah.
Because like for example, last night I came in at 3:00. You know, I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I'm on 4 hours, but it's just like even with that. When I woke up, I'm like, man, I gotta get home. You know what I'm saying? It's a time when you living and you just a man in your backseat. When you doing your thing like that, it's just like no man likes nobody to answer to. And I think the female feel this, especially the female, matter of fact, the female most definitely don't like nobody to answer to.
Man,
I'm serious, man. Man, come on, let's be honest. Women don't like answering the men, and men don't like answering the women, but especially the woman though.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, the man is probably wrong in the argument. But let that woman be wrong there one time. She can't take it.
Women want to be right all the time.
Yeah, they want to be right all the time. I'm going to tell you what
I know I'm right.
Now with the man, though, the man that realized, like, you know what? She more like, she probably right. But that moment we get her, we just accept the fact that, okay, she more likely she right. But I don't care, man.
Men don't want to be wrong either. You can't just put it on women. Men don't want to be wrong.
We just learn how to lose with it. But now, like women, when y'all wrong, y'all hate when we twist a knife on y'all. But y'all love to twist a knife on us.
Man, but I'm just saying, though, men be wrong, too. Yeah, I mean, y'all don't like to be wrong either.
I don't even know where we at, man.
I do.
So I need to ask a question, too, huh?
Yep, your turn. You got a question.
Let me see. Why is it that women don't like to allow men to lead?
To lead?
Right.
I don't know, because I think possibly most women, but I think it's this thing for societies, for as they saying that women that women is independent. And so it's like a woman, I don't got to depend on no man. When the women be saying all of that stuff.
Yeah. So,
and I think when that stigma stick with most women to where they feel like
they've been brainwashed.
They've been brainwashed in the sense to where they feel like they independent, they don't need no man. Right. So it's like it kind of messes up everything else for us how the household's supposed to be ran with the men actually leading the household.
Right.
So because it's like the women been messed up for so long because really some men ain't been around.
Right.
So they've been having to be the head of the household to take care of the household.
And then when they do meet a guy they really do like, it's kind of hard for them. It's hard for them just to get them the keys like that.
Because it's like they've been doing it for so long. Like how many generations don't went by where it been a one-parent household and it only been women in there? I remember when I was in school, man, one of the guys couldn't believe that me, my sister, my brother had the same moms, had the same dad.
Right.
Because it was like in most households, none of the siblings had the same mom and same dad. And then it was a different man in the household that wasn't even probably neither one of their dad.
Right.
So it's like most women just really had to be able to take care of their households and lead on their own without a man really being there. So it's really hard for them to let that go when they actually find a man. So
let me ask you this then: how do the woman actually let go of that and just go ahead and just let a man become the leader after the clarity that he want to marry her and everything?
Man, that's a lot. They got really, boy. I don't know. That's a lot. They got to be able to trust God. And then, I don't know. That's a lot. I don't know. I don't know.
You gonna put it on God.
Oh, they got to trust God.
You don't got no explanation.
I don't know. Because it's like, it's sometimes it still may be a battle there, you know, between the struggle of who's gonna lead and who's not, but not intentionally done by the woman, but it's just come natural because that's what she's been doing. But she got to understand. But when I say you have to trust God, but that's when you kind of got to grab the Bible and read the Bible and just knowing the structure of your household and knowing that God come first, then your husband, then you, and then the kids. Right. So it's like when they get that understanding, that's when they'll be able to let go. I don't think naturally a woman is not going to be able to let go without knowing that first. Right. So it's like, I think
you got to be educated.
Yeah, they got to be educated on it.
I'm gonna tell you another thing too, though. You also got to be around of people of that tier of knowledge to see how it rolls. Like, oh, that's because I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm amongst a lot of gentlemen, and I see how their family structure. I'm like, oh, I've heard about it because I was always in the midst. But when you see it, it's like, oh, that's exactly how it's supposed to be. It works. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get around people that actually, instead of just saying that's not for me, get around people and of that knowledge and that actually live that lifestyle. And it may be something about it that really pulls you in. Like, okay, you know what? I can see how that works. But at the same time, I need to be very prudent in who I choose to choose to spend, choose to mimic or spend the rest of my life with, or you know what I'm saying, or who I invite in my world to give the keys to this gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because even when you're what you were saying, like even when you mimic and invite certain people into your life, it's like you want to make sure that they're pure people, right? You know, and by them being pure people, it just makes sure they're living their life right and living right. So it's like that's the only way that you'll be able to intake any value from somebody else, on how your life should be structured. Okay. But everybody's life is different. Everybody is not the same. But it's only one way that the life, your household should be structured. Right. You know, and that's given to you by God.
Awesome. Check it out, guys. We'll go ahead and end this cast, man. I know it's kind of fast and, quick or whatnot. But like I said, I got to spend some time with my wife, and she got to spend some time with me. But most definitely, within this with this podcast description, it's going to be a survey. Please complete the survey so we can find out who's actually listening, who's liking it. And also, our platform is also in many different areas. It's on SoundCloud. It's on what is
YouTube.
It's on YouTube. It's on iTunes. Spotify. Rate it. Go back and leave a review. Tell us that you like it or tell us that you don't like it. Just let them know where your perspective is, where you're coming from, and stuff of that nature. Also, go and donate to the cast. If it's actually been a blessing to you and you guys like it, it's a GoFundMe page, but listed at the below. It's a link. Click there and donate. So I'd like to tell you guys, thank you most definitely for listening.
Thank you guys for listening.
Thank everybody who actually has donated, and we're just going to keep on growing this platform and just keep moving forward.
Thank you guys once again. This is Erica signing off.
And this is Corey Collins. You guys be blessed.